Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your month ahead tarot scope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share and hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, thank you so much for all of your continued support. It truly means the world. If you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And if you would like to donate to the channel for any of these videos, you can do so on the web link below. So before we start, I would like to bless all of my decks with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's see what the month of November 2018 has in store for you. So the first card out is your actions and interactions with the world at large. And this month you get the Knight of Pentacles, which is beautiful because it means you're all about movement this month, Sagittarius. For some of you, this is road trips. For some of you, this is about journeys. You know, yours is the sign that's associated with travel anyway. And it kind of feels like you got restless hoofs this month. You're just like, you know what, let me get out, let me get into new places. And the interesting thing is, so this as a card, it represents the a mode of transport. This could be a car, 4x4, horse and cart. You know, it's that kind of thing. But for you, I feel like that this month, this is about you taking journeys. This is about you taking trips. You are ready. You just had your ruler, Jupiter, has just moved into Sagittarius, which is going to be great for all of us. Because when Sagittarius, when Jupiter is at home in Sagittarius, he is happy. He's at home. I can take off my shoes. I can take off my top, I can sit in my underwear if I want to. This is where I'm at. This is where we're going to see you come into your own this month, and we're going to see you start to really shine. You've got 12 months of this energy, use it wisely. And it looks to me like this month, the first thing that you're going to be doing is like, right, I want to travel. Some of you, I see you planning trips already. It's like you've already planned the 12 months ahead, and November it starts, you know, where most people are sort of winding down because of the winter, and well, in the Northern Hemisphere anyway. Winding down, and you know, the holidays are coming and stuff, and they're preparing for that. You're actually preparing for the year ahead. It's almost like you're here in November, but your mind is elsewhere. Your mind is further afield because you know where you want to be, you know what you want to do. It's like you're itching like, oh, can we be done with 2018 already? Because you're already on that next level. You're already in 2019 with all these amazing plans and these wonderful things that you want to shape up. It starts with a weekend trip. Some, in fact, not even some of you, all of you in some respect are going somewhere for a weekend this month. I don't care where you are, who you are, what Sagittarius you are, wherever you are in the world, there is a small trip this month that sets everything else into motion for you, and that's what you're concentrating on. And I kind of feel like this is part of what's giving you that buzz of, yeah, can we get into 2019 already? You know, you're really about your let's get into this next step, this next phase of life, which is interesting because I suppose with Jupiter coming home, you know, it's your, you know, November is, or the end of November. Yeah, the end of November, we're coming into your birthday season, so you know, interesting stuff. So your money and your materials this month, you get the Seven of Swords. This is not a great card. So in terms of finances, I'm going to say to all of you, yeah, all Sagittarians, if you are buying a car this month, or any mode of transport, if there's something that you're buying, please get a second opinion. Why? Seven of Swords, lies, deceit, something not quite right. Knight of Pentacles, mode of transport, physical, car. So any mode of transport, any big ticket item that you're purchasing this month, this is not the month for you to just buy something on a whim. Make sure you get it checked out and make sure that you read the fine print of whatever it is that you're buying in terms of a vehicle. On another note, in terms of your money and your finance, you are going to be feeling so expanded and so optimistic that there may be this sort of moment where you just decide to start throwing money around left, right and centre. And when people see that, you know, there's a chance for them to latch on, because it's like, oh, okay, gravy train, I could get on this. Just be careful. You know, I'm not saying don't be kind. I'm not saying don't be frivolous as well. You can be. You've waited 12 years to be this excitable and this sort of carefree, right? So why shouldn't you enjoy it? What I'm saying is just be cautious and selective about who you give to, and more importantly, why. But yeah, certainly in terms of a car or any mode of transport, motorbike or anything like that, just make sure that there aren't any underlying issues, because it almost feels like somebody's going to try and sell you something. It's like, yeah, finally I've got rid of it, you know, and it's because they know they didn't want to plough in X amounts of money into it. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, in terms of personal finances and stuff, just be selective about what you offer and to who. You know, because you're just going to be like, so like, oh yeah, that's so amazing. You know, everyone else is like, oh, they look like they've been beaten up after the Venus retrograde and God knows what else. You guys are just going to be like floating, like, yeah, I'm good. And everyone else is like, yeah, anyway, sorry, it's just me being a dork as usual. Your communications with the world at large. Beautiful. So you got the moon card, and this is interesting as well, because the moon card always talks about your past, and I feel like you guys are all about the future this month. So it looks like in your communications, it feels to me like people are going to constantly try to bring you back, constantly try to rein you, you know. Sagittarius is a horse. Horses don't really like to be reined, you know. I don't know all the specifics of equine, you know, the equine world and all the rest of it. It's just, you know, not my area of expertise or whatever. But, you know, they call it, to tame a horse, they call it breaking the horse, right? And that idea, it sounds awful to me. It really does, no matter how humanely it's done. Sagittarius is a horse. This month, you're not going to want reins on you. You're not going to want a paddock. That's not going to be good enough. You're seeing the world as your paddock now, and you just want to roam free. You want to live life. You want to get out there and start doing things. And it's almost like people are going to be like, oh yeah, but don't forget this, and oh yeah, and oh yeah. And it's like people are trying to bring the past back into your life. And you're like, you know what? Okay, fine. But that was then and this is now. You're all about your future. You're all about what is next. Where do I go from here? What is important for me to know? What is important for me to be involved in? What do I want to be known for now? You know, it's almost like you're trying to communicate this new person, this new being that you've become. And people just want to talk about the past. And it reminds me of one of those memes. And it says, somebody get this chick a plunger because she loves bringing up old stuff. I'm not going to swear anymore because, well, I still swear, but you know, I'm trying to tone it down because some people get a bit butthurt about it. Anyway, your heart and your half, so your personal relationships this month. Yeah, and you know, in terms of your communication, I almost feel like you're going to be all about the new, like what's next, how can we elevate things, how can we do something different, and you know, you're going to be about that. And it looks like there's going to be a few people around you that are like, yeah, but don't forget this, and what about when that happened, and you're just like, really, I'm just not interested. The past is the past for a reason. So your personal relationships, you get the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you want new communication, you want new things. For those of you that are single, you are cutting ties to the past this month. There will be echoes and stirs of people or situations that reach your ear. And the really interesting thing for me is, I kind of feel like for those of you that are single, some of these people that are determined to live out the melodramas of the past and whatnot, they're telling you certain things because they expect you to react in a specific way. And when you don't react in that specific way, it's like, oh, okay, well, you know, the argument falls flat. It's almost like you know, like there's this feeling that they're goading you. because they want you to know certain things, or certain things that are reaching your ears about ex-partners and whatnot. It's a bait. Somebody's trying to bait you, and you're not going to bite this month. In fact, you're going to do the total opposite and just say like, you know what, that's fine, thank you for telling me, and that really is the end of it. Done. For those of you that are partnered, with the Moon card there and the Ace of Swords, this says that you're ready for a new beginning. You know, you're definitely about opening some of these wounds of the past. I really feel that. For those of you that are coupled, you understand that the best way for this new beginning to go forward in the future is to absolve everything now, to say, right, okay, almost like an amnesty. That's the feeling that I get from it. So for those of you that are partnered, especially those of you that have been having, you know, a bit of a rocky patch, I kind of feel like it's like you say to each other, right, no secrets, no harbouring, you know, we sit here for now, and in 60 minutes you can say whatever you want, whatever you feel, but once those 60 minutes are up, that is it. We cut ties with all of the negativity and the crap because we want to move forward. And it's like, if you can't, then, you know, I kind of see you saying as well, like, if you can't leave it in those 60 minutes, maybe just bury it and leave it at that. You, Sagittarius, are all about your future. You are all about what is next, what is bright, what is positive, what is going to build me up, what is going to support me, who is going to support me. I'm not interested in the past. I'm not interested in anything that feels like somebody trying to put reins on a horse. I'm all about my future. The world is my paddock and I'm going to start running. And that's beautiful, you know, for partners that are deeply supportive, that are behind you 100%, this could be a year's worth of, you know, this could be the start of a year's worth of beauty and love and travel and expression. And, oh, you know, like, it feels like there's, you know, you're on a real precipice of something truly amazing here. You're about to reinvent yourself, and I love this for you. First week of November, the Strength card. You're having the courage to be yourself, and also you're having the courage to speak up. I mean, not that you ever have, you know, issues with that anyway. I kind of feel though that the first week of November is kind of like that. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. Like, what it is what it is, and what it isn't is what it isn't. Like, I see you and feel you, you know, you're going to be out there, you're going to be bold, and you're going to be saying it exactly how it is. You're not holding back for anybody. And I love that. That's good. You know, let people hear what the truth is. Don't flower it up for them. You know, give it to them as it is. Second week of November, the Emperor. So this is you committing to something, and it's also you saying, right, you know, in fact, you know, underneath the Seven of Swords as well, this is you being committed to what is your own happiness. And more importantly, I kind of feel like you're going to start cutting people off now. Maybe, you know, in terms of the purse strings, if you feel like somebody's not using you financially, but, well, maybe, you know, for some of you that do feel like that's happening, it's almost like you're saying, right, I'm happy to spend time with you and I'm happy to commit to you in that way, but I'm not going to keep throwing money at you. I'm not going to keep throwing money into this. It's interesting because that message has come up for quite a few signs, and I believe it might have something to do with the Mercury, the Venus retrograde, you know, because Venus, money, values, all the rest of it. So really interesting. I kind of feel like you're saying, right, enough. I'll happily, you know, be with you, spend time with you, and spend those things with you, things that cost nothing, but I'm not prepared to keep throwing money into this situation. Third week of November, you get the Fool. Underneath the Moon card, you are all about the new. You are not with this past vibe, this, you know, somebody give this chick a plunger. You're past it, and you really will start saying that to people. Like, if you're going to keep going over this, maybe we're going to have to spend less time together, because, to be honest with you, I feel like it's a negative vibe and it's actually holding me back from what I would like to be about from here. And it's almost like I feel you giving people ultimatums, saying like, if you want to be all about that stuff, that's fine, but I'm not going to be able to spend too much more time with you because I can't keep going over that. It's like you've got your eyes set forward and you are going that way, you know. And with the Fool card in the third week of November, you want new things, new people. You're all about the future. What is next? Not what was. Fourth week of November, the Star card. Beautiful. So this is interesting as well, because the Fool card represents one aspect of Uranus, and the star card represents the sign of Aquarius. You know, these have both got links to Aquarius actually. So the 4th week sees you really connecting with your tribe and really saying, you know what, I have this vision of what my life can be and I understand what my future can be, and that's what you're focused on. You know, I've said this, you're all about the future, you're all about what's next. And this is beautiful. The star card says that you have hope. There is hope. This vision that you have for your life, this vision that you have of your life, can shape up to be everything that you imagined it to be, everything that you visualize it to be. And all it requires is for you to surround yourself with the right people and to show them and explain to them exactly what your vision in here and in here truly is. And then finally, your key to the month, the Death card. Transformation, change, change, change. You are all about what is different. You are all about what is new. I'm not going to lie to you, with the 7 of Swords there and the Ace of Swords, there is something that comes to a close, and it looks like, although the Tower isn't present, it may have that finite sort of end to it, like it comes to that conclusion, because you've got the Moon card there. And like I said, you're all about going forward. And if there is someone or something, possibly a Scorpio, you know, yeah, possibly a Scorpio. It feels like, because the words that I heard were a water sign, possibly a Scorpio or a Pisces. If there is somebody that's giving you that experience, you will just literally say, right, okay, you know what, I can't and actually won't do this anymore. So in this respect of this experience, you are now on your own. I'm not going to be a part of it anymore. But the Death card always comes forward to give us a transition. It always comes forward to give us something completely new. It asks us, or rather it supports us in transforming our lives and who we actually are. Sagittarius, I wish you an abundance of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance itself. Have an amazing week, have an amazing month, and I will see you very soon for more videos. Take care.